Hello, welcome to the next episode of Remote Work Advocate. Thanks for watching. My name is Nadia again, for those who don't know me yet. For those of you who know me, who've met me before, I have finally made this step to start filming in my own home. We are talking about remote work or work from home, however you want to call it. And that's something that I really want to talk about today. I really want to tell you why, for me, remote work is a state of mind. As crazy as it may sound, it is a state of mind, and let me tell you why. Because remote work gives you the opportunity, the luxury to design your life and your career exactly the way you want it. So, I want to share my story with you, how it all started for me. So if we go back about 10 years, then I was a lawyer at that time and I was taught to do this career. So imagine that when you're initially 18 years old, then you have to choose what you're going to do in life. That's how I went to law school, that's how I graduated, and I was taught to do this one profession. But for me, something was lacking at that time. I thought that probably I want to travel, I want to meet new people, want to meet different cultures. And I just didn't really know what was wrong, but I felt that there is something different for me that I want to do with my life, that I want to do with myself. Long story short, not that I'm encouraging you all to do this because it's quite controversial, but I dropped everything I had and I bought a one-way ticket and moved overseas, okay? And then I was there. I arrived, I had no job, no money, of course. Well, maybe just a little bit in terms of savings. But anyway, I obviously started sending my resume wherever possible. I didn't even know where I was sending it because I needed a job, right? What happened? I think 2 or 3 days later, I got this phone call from a US company saying, hey, we're looking for somebody who is going to work from home or work remotely. You can work wherever you want to be. That was exactly more than 6 years ago. And I thought, well, why not give it a try if I don't have a job in the first place? But I'm still gonna look for a serious job, right? And that was already a problem with my thinking at that time because remote work at that time or work from home wasn't really considered as a serious job. Nobody spoke about it the way we are experiencing this today. So, anyway, again, long story short, I got accepted, they hired me, but I still found a real job, right? A real job, a 9 to 5 one. So, this other position that I did remotely, I practically was available almost every day in the afternoon and during the weekends. And you know what happened? I suddenly started noticing after a couple of months that I was looking forward to doing this work in the afternoon. And I was looking forward to the weekend because I could work with people from all around the world. There were days when I was sitting in my apartment in Connecticut, that's where I lived at that time, and I would work with people from South Africa, with people from California, with people from India, Malaysia, every day. And I thought, that's so amazing because you don't have this routine that you do things the same way every day. And I know that many remote workers struggle with loneliness. You see, everything is about awareness. So you can design your work life balance, you can design your career, you can design your life, your private life, the way you want it because you have the freedom to do so. So, it helps you to broaden your horizons also because I know what happened recently due to COVID and so on, that people started working from home. They were completely isolated, and everything that was practically going on was just about where we work from. Okay, you work from home or you work from the office, but that's not what remote work is about. By all means, remote work is about how you work, not where you work from. Okay, and that's the major thing. So also what changes a lot is that when you work remotely, you stress how you really work. So you stress the skills that you have. So suddenly it turns out that maybe a strict, strict, I don't want to say narrow minded, but one career path that you had turns out to be not really a necessity, because when you look at yourself, when you kind of audit yourself, so to say, you take a look at your skills, what you can do, it turns out that you don't have to be linked to a specific profession. You can become a freelancer when you have different skills, and nobody's going to judge you whether you have 6 7 years of experience, what companies you work for, and what your name is. They look at your skills, what you can do, what you deliver, what the quality of your work is. So I started doing that years ago, and I suddenly noticed at that time that, to be completely honest with you, I started making more money with freelance gigs and also working remotely. And then I thought, it was really controversial. People ask me, well, what do you really do? Do you even work? Where are you? You're in different places in the world. I'm not a digital nomad, but I love traveling, okay? And they didn't really know. I remember somebody once told me, maybe you could find a serious, solid job. But what is a serious, solid job? Why are we not thinking out of the box? And it is a huge pleasure for me. It makes me so happy today with my own business, that I have about remote work. It's not that I just do freelance gigs. No, I actually have my stable remote career today, okay? But it's a huge pleasure for me to see how companies are opening up to this model, how companies are starting to hire remote workers. You don't have to do freelance gigs. You may be employed full time with somebody, and you may have the pleasure, the luxury to design your life, your private life, and your career just the way you want it. What it means for me, it means, to be completely honest with you, if I feel like hopping on a cheap flight someday, then I'm just gonna have dinner in Milan on Thursday, and then on Friday morning, I will still be working and delivering my tasks and still meeting clients online, but having a sip of cappuccino or espresso. And that's what you can do if you dare. So I hope this short video was really inspiring for companies also, but also for people who want to start working remotely. Think out of the box and ask yourself the question: what does it mean normal? What does it mean stable? You only live once, so use it to the full and make yourself happy by designing your career and your life exactly the way you want it. Many thanks for watching.